Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Sunday, May 18th, 2025. And hey, just before we get to those three plays that we got rolling for you here today on this Sunday, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out when this video drops. And hey, just give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Appreciate everyone who joins us here at Cover the Spread. As always, let's introduce the cappers. And we'll get right to the three plays we got rolling here on the Sunday. How are you doing here, Ramon?
Hey, real good, Rod. We got a game 7, so we're excited about that. We got one, and we got some Major League Baseball here on Sunday. So wrapping up the weekend with some winners on Cover the Spread.
Definitely. How are you doing here, Al?
Yeah, I had started the week off 4-0 again, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comments if I am. Yeah, unfortunately dropped the Friday play with the Dodgers there. That offense that had been extremely hot just decided to cool off. So, hey, it happens. They're not going to go off every night. And I guess they had scored enough for the next 3 games and the game before that. But, hey, hopefully they wake back up. And I'm sure, yeah, they still got plenty of offense left. So look for them to bounce back.
I hope so. I hope they definitely have enough here. Speaking of them Dodgers, I hope they got enough offense still left in them. As we look at these games, yeah. Hey, bounce back for me with Saturday's pending. 4-1 week for me as we looking to round off, finish out the weekend. As we said, Saturday penny for me, 4-1, same as Al. So been pretty good. I'm not going to complain about the loss. Yes, Shane Smith. Hey, they got up early 2-0, and then comes back got hot and was like smack. Next thing you know, we looked, it was 6-2 before we knew it. So he tries. Definitely give him A for effort there. All right, let's get on to Sunday's action here. First game we're looking at, yes, it is the Dodgers taking on these Angels here that I'm looking at, and you look in this matchup, you got Gonsolin on the mound for the Dodgers, and man, he's been actually pitching pretty good. Improved from where he did start, because he did have some bumpy patches. Did Gonsolin, but you look what he has been doing in his last start. Looked pretty good to me. Solid outing for Gonsolin in that one, where he went against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and now went 5 innings, gave out 3 hits, a couple walks, didn't give up any long balls. So hey, that's an improvement. Sometimes he does get himself in trouble with a long ball, as long as we don't have to see he doesn't have to see the Money Marlins hitting 5 off him a couple years ago. But hey, since his return, been 3 starts back, and what have I seen? Improvement, because he started his first return was 3 runs, 2 runs, no runs. He's not the problem. I think he has a good start. On the other side of the bump for the Angels, you've got Kikuchi, and sure, he's been rough at times, but you look at his last 3 starts, guess what? He's been pretty good. 2 earned runs through 5, pitched 6, gave up 1 earned run, went 6, gave up 2 earned runs. He's not the problem. It's when you get to the bullpen after that, sometimes it's been a little rough, especially for the Angels. Over their last 10, they're not sporting that 8 ERA. And the Dodgers, well, way better than the Angels, but still sporting a 4 ERA. So I like the over here in this one. Weather's warming up a little bit. Should be a little warmer day than what they have seen there in LA. Here on the Sunday, it's looking like it's back into the 70s, wind blowing out at about 10 miles an hour in that one. So I like the over here in this one. I think both offenses, maybe pitchers pitch pretty good early and maybe give up a run or 2 here and there. But I think when the bullpens come into this one, that's when the fireworks happen. I'll take the over Dodgers and Angels here on Sunday. I don't know where the Ramon. What do you like here in this one on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll roll here with the Dodgers today with Gonsolin 2-0 in his career and 2.25 ERA in 3 career starts against the Angels. You mentioned Kikuchi here. He has some okay numbers. Maybe he's even pitching better than we expected. But against this Dodger lineup, he's been beat up pretty good in the past, giving up some big numbers to some of these guys. Mookie 3 for 4. Otani's homered off him as well. You got extra base hits from Smith, from Taylor. So I think it could be a little bit of a rough one here for the Angels. They got that first one. They kind of put the Dodgers on notice with that win in game 1, but I just think here Gonsolin's numbers, you mentioned it, he's been really coming on a lot better of late, 2.81 ERA overall this season and a 224 batting average against. So Kikuchi, maybe overachieving a little bit here or exceeding what we were anticipating, but I've got the Dodgers here on the run line. That offense is certainly clicking, averaging nearly 6 runs a game once again here. So give me the Dodgers on the run line on Sunday afternoon over the Angels.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one?
Yeah, you mentioned the Dodgers' success against Kikuchi, and he's put up some pretty decent numbers, but again, I don't think Kikuchi is as good as his numbers might suggest this season. And I think the Dodgers do get to him here. On the other side, you also got Tony Gonsolin. You mentioned, I think he is definitely the better starter here. But as you mentioned, the Dodgers bullpen too, they've been banged up, so they're good for giving up a few runs. I think the Dodgers also get to the Angels bullpen, as you mentioned. But back to Gonsolin real quick. You got Jorge Soler here. He's got 2 homers and 2 at-bats against him with a walk. And so maybe look for some Soler props here. But again, I think the Angels can get to Gonsolin there, at least get a run or 2 off him as well. So look for that. And then, as I mentioned, most of the damage coming against the bullpens, and I agree on the over here.
Nice. Hey, that wraps up the first game on the MLB slate we got rolling. Let's kick it on over to the night game. We got the Yankees taking on the Mets. This is Ramon's game. Kick us off here on Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah, we'll go to it here with the end of the Subway Series this weekend. You got Peterson here going up against Max Fried. Max Fried continues right now to look like the best pitcher in the major leagues with that 1.1 ERA at this point. Really in a good groove here. The Yankees are 8-1 so far with Fried on the mound. He's 6-0 with a 190 batting average against and a .93 whip coming into this one. So look, Peterson's numbers are fair for sure. 3.45 ERA. The Mets are 6-2. We mentioned how these starting pitchers for the Mets have done a great job, but look, the Yankees here, they are now at 26-18. I know both teams have great records, but I think the advantage here is going to be on the with the starting pitching in this one. I'm going to take the Yankees here. Another run line pick for me here on Sunday Night Baseball. I'll take them and lay a 1.5 here over the Mets.
Head on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one on Sunday Night Baseball, Al?
Yeah, Peterson, you mentioned he's got actually pretty good numbers against this lineup. Not much of a sample size, of course. It's a pretty small one. But yeah, again, I think once they get to see him some more here, I think that the Yankees will get to him. I agree with Ramon here. I think they are the better side. I'll take the Yankees here. I'll take them money line and run line. Fried on the mound. He's been great this season, so as good as Peterson's been, I think Fried's the better option. I'll take the Yankees money line and run line -1.
And for me in this one, I'm going to take a player prop. I'm going to take a Yankee here who's been smashing since I love the Yankees here with you. But hey, look at Judge smashing 400. I'm going to take over 1.5 hits for Judge. He's got over 1.5 hits in 5 of his last 6 starts. So let him continue to smash. Give me Judge over 1.5 hits here in this one on Sunday. All right, that wraps up the baseball for Sunday's action. Let's kick it on over to Game 7. Woo! We made it. We got a Game 7. I love Game 7s in any sport, NBA, NHL. So, all right, let's get to the Game 7 action. What do you got for us here, Al? Here in this one, I see the line's up to about 8.5 in some places. What do you think?
Well, I think it's not Game 7 for nothing. Definitely been one of the more competitive series of these playoffs. And again, I just think it's a great matchup between probably the best point guard in the league going up against what's probably the best center in the league. So you got kind of two different styles, but it makes for a great matchup. It's made for a great series so far. And I think we ended with a great game here. We got a big question mark with Aaron Gordon. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. If you're really that worried about him and you think he's going to sit this one out, maybe wait to put your bet in closer to tip-off. You should be able to get a better line if he's eventually confirmed to sit this one out. But seeing 8.5 or 8 between 8 and 8.5 points right now, I got to love the value on the Nuggets here to keep it competitive one more time. And, hey, I'm not counting them out this one at all either, so tough game on the road here. Obviously, we've seen the Thunder been great all season and postseason at home. But again, great team they're going up against here, so wouldn't count them out. I'm not exactly taking a shot or recommending a shot on the money line, but I love the value we're getting on the points with the Nuggets to keep this one within single digits.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here on this one? Nuggets or OKC on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm worried for sure. Without Gordon, that's going to be even a bigger responsibility for Jokic here, and he really could put up some monster numbers in this game if they don't have Gordon. We know that the Thunder allow an extremely high percentage of the number of shots anyway from 3-point range here, and I think that might be what Denver is going to have to rely on if they fall behind early. I could see the Thunder getting out big in this game. We've seen some, you know what I'm talking about. You guys have seen before some of these big leads, and I feel like that Gordon injury could lead to that type of situation here for the Thunder, and then Denver ends up just chasing them down at a big number here. I'm going to end up going over here in this one with Denver and OKC. Got SGA probably set up for a pretty big game here right now. I know the games have been kind of trending under here a little bit, but I've got to give this one to the over here at 213 on game 7 here. And I think the Thunder might just end up getting away here with this one, especially if Gordon, I know you're missing his points, but I think that just allows Denver to be a little bit more in desperation mode. If they're behind, I think they'll be ended up going to 3-point land. So give me the over in game 7 between Denver and OKC.
And for me in this one, I'm going to look at the first half here. What OKC's done all season long when they come back home. Their first game coming back at home in that first half, they're 31-12 ATS in that first half is this OK squad. And the average cover is a 5.5 there in that one. I see this line at a 4.5 right now as of shooting this. I like it there. I like it all the way up to 6.5 here in this one. I think OKC's got a 10-point lead heading into the locker room. What else have they done all season long versus teams giving up over 46% field goal shooting, which is what Denver's done down the stretch in these playoffs. The numbers, I believe, 46.5 field goal percent shooting. Well, OKC is 35-15 in ATS wise in that first half, and the average line there is about 6.5. So this is 4.5. I think we're getting some value here on OKC. Come back home in a game 7, that hometown crowd's going to be absolutely going bananas. I think OKC jumps out to that big lead here in the first half. And then always we know in the NBA is when all the fireworks happen, though. So I think OKC gets out to that lead first half in this game 7. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you that tune in to cover the spread. As always, hey, let us know what you think in the comment section below of these 3 games we covered here today on Sunday. And as always, we do a quick little recap here for you. First game we looked at, we took a look at the Battle of LA. We got the Angels taking on the Dodgers. I think we see lots of runs there in that one. Take the over. Next game we looked at, we got the Subway Series here. It's Sunday Night Baseball. We say Ramon's pick here, and he's got the Yankees minus the 1.5 here. He thinks they smash Pedersen and the Mets there on Sunday Night Baseball. And then the game 7 we looked at here, we got Al saying the Nuggets grab those points because we've seen all these games closer than that. So grab the big points you get there with Denver as you know, they're not going out without a fight. We know Joker will definitely try to battle and keep it close there in that one. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Cover the Spread. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday. Let's finish off the weekend strong here at Cover the Spread. Hey, by the way, have you heard? What are we doing here? I know what we're doing here. We're covering the spread.
Cover the spread.